Someone said that planting a tree is one of the most optimistic things you can do. And as a company, we're making a real commitment to give back, and I think the tree planting is one of the best ways we can do that.
Macpac as a company, we were always into sustainability, and we decided to start tree planting. In connection with Victoria Park Rangers, the dry bush site in the Port Hills was identified as a planting site. We started in 2001 planting the first 1,000 plants, and now every year there's sort of a bit of infill planting, but by now it's 20 years ago, it's mature bush, so you're actually standing in a forest, and the trees are big enough and seeding enough that there's natural regrowth. So it's amazing. You're all of a sudden, from a beer paddock 20 years ago, you're standing in mature native bush.
Back in 2019, we made a small mistake, but it was a big mistake. We missed an N on the Wilderness label. Instead of saying wilderness, it said Wilderess. And for a company like ours that really prides itself on quality, that felt like a big deal. We looked at various options to remedy it. Unfortunately, they were all kind of impractical. You know, the worst case scenario would have been to ditch those garments, which was obviously totally unacceptable. And, you know, options around repair, which unfortunately would have taken, you know, way too long. And because of the nature, because it's a down jacket, would have actually been impractical too. So we decided the best thing to do was just to own up to it. And we decided to sort of pay our dues by planting a forest. Living Springs is a kind of well-known camp just outside Christchurch. School kids from Christchurch will have passed through it, and they offer a wonderful environment that is really on our back door. Pan, our sustainability manager, had the good fortune of kind of connecting with the guys at Living Springs, and they're doing a lot of work to turn that into not only a kind of camp for children, but also an eco-sanctuary. And this seemed like a great opportunity for us to be part of that.
We're 20 minutes from Christchurch. We're 40 minutes from the airport. And here we are in a completely different world. There's something special about here. It's a spiritual place, it's a life-giving place, it's a healing environment. All these kind of comments have been made. We have a personal, like an aspiration within here of becoming a leading environmental education centre for children in Canterbury, if not the leading one. It's a longer term vision, but right now we're creating the context to make all this happen. We are on a journey now towards a major environmental reserve here, environmental sanctuary. We know we can't do it by ourselves. And a lot of these things are collaboration. And now we're involved with the Wilderess Forest down there, Macpac Wilderess Forest. We think it's a really good fit.
Yeah, we had a whole range of native plants, kind of everything from Pittosporum and Hebe shrub to cypress grass. We had Hebe there from Living Springs to show us how to plant the trees, and really learned a lot about the whole process.
It was really cool actually. We had a good group of people coming to plant, a nice mix of people from the office, and we had a beautiful day. We planted close to 1,000 trees. It was fast. Everyone just powered through it. It was easy to access, made it really easy for everyone.
All together, between Macpac, Living Springs, and a bunch of other volunteers, we've planted upwards of 1,500 native plants to create this really cool, what will eventually be a nice little nature walkway with a sign right there in the beginning that says, "Welcome to the Macpac Wilderess Forest." So yeah, it's an experience I'm super excited and proud to have participated in.
I'm really excited about it because I've watched the progress over the years. I've been part of it. I'm sort of leaving something behind. And I've done something for the environment, so in some respect I probably paid it back and maybe paid it forward as well, hopefully.
There's something very therapeutic in the actual doing of it, but it's creating something for the city, for generations to come. I'm not going to see it, but we've actually done our bit. Our children and our grandchildren and children from way beyond will come and one day walk through these great forests like the Macpac Wilderess Forest down there and say, somebody did something back here. We hope that we can walk together for quite some time.